How are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Getting myself together for the live. I almost stepped out like, oh shit. What's going on though?
It's an honor to have you on here for the free for all.
KC, what's good, bro?
So to all the people that's coming in, this is Edison from Love Games 3, Season 3. And we're going to be doing a free for all. So if you are welcome to answer any questions, any concerns, or anything you want to learn about him, he's here. He's here for
Let me
you.
get a little light, because I mean, I did pay my light bill. What is that? I did pay my light bill. I'm over here acting in the dark.
And so everyone that's coming in, Nick is on his way. So no worries. What I will be doing, I will be when Nick is on, I'll be asking questions, and then I'll be doing a little bit of individual questions, and then you guys in the comments, since it's a free for all, y'all have the opportunity to chime in.
All right.
How's that sound?
This is cool. So it's Nick Freeman, right? From season
Yeah.
3. Okay.
So while we're waiting, what was it like being on Love Games? Your experience?
It was fun. I feel like overall what you take out of it is things like this, like, hey, after that you get a bond with people. Like even with Casey, he was on season 4, and Casey and I are cool as hell. Like if we was in the same season together, we've met like a couple of times, maybe like 2, 3 times, and we kick it like if we was on the same season. So what you create out of it, like what comes out of it, is what's fun about it. Like mainly, just creating those special bonds that you make right there with this reality TV family, because only you guys have that connection. So you guys witness, you guys lived it, you know how it goes. And that's what gets everybody together. Look at my bro.
What's up, man?
What's good, Nick?
What's good, Edson?
How are you?
How are you? How's everybody doing today?
Good, 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 good. Happy to have you here.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
That's my boy
So,
right there, East Coast. We was in that mansion, East Coasting it up.
so I was just asking him what was his experience like in the house, and to touch on that, what were your experience like? How did you feel?
Well, it was very brief, so I can't really speak too much on it. But while I was there, it was a good time. It was crazy. That was a crazy first night I was there. A lot happened, and yeah, it was a fun time for me. It seems like things got a little bit more serious once I left the house, and there were some beefs that started happening between the dudes. But when I was there, it was just all love. Obviously Edson was my boy. We East Coast, so I mean, we naturally hit it off when we got to meet each other. So
Yeah.
So, you guys, there's a lot of new age shows going around, and I want to touch on how do you guys individually feel about that? Like, do you feel that you guys paid away, or y'all could connect with it? It's cool. Like, what's for that?
I would say my side, I'm not gonna say, hey, like what the hell. Shout out to them. Shout out to them for doing what they're doing. At the end, everybody's got a dream, and if that's the opportunity, you're gonna jump for it. Shout out to them. My side is obviously, we come from an area where we had a whole production company where we got these contracts that I feel like are more liable into what can happen. These other shows right now look wild. It's just like, yo, let's get these people off, let's put them on the camera, show them on the stream, and whatever. Like, whatever happens, happens. Y'all off, heads off, like, it don't matter. We don't got no liabilities. So they're doing whatever the hell they want. And, oh, Lord. Can't say it. And I just feel like, listen, it's got to be a better way, because just like Bad Girls Club's fans, the fans were a little younger, And I feel like that's what attracts the viewers. So all we're really showing in this other shows, and that's for all the many networks out there, they seem to all be familiar with like the same thing. They're streaming just violence, like violence. There's nothing coming out in a good way. Like Bad Girls Club was, even though it was wild, they still had like a storyline and they found a way to try to make these girls a little better and their image. Not all the time, but most of it. So yeah, that's what I think. But shout out to them anyway. Shout out to them. Cause listen, if I get a little shot at the bad boys, I will come through, but I ain't fighting. I'm not fighting. I don't fight.
How about you, Nick? How you feel?
You know, I gotta be honest. I think the only show I'm really rocking with right now is Love Is Blind. You know, that's my show. I like it. I applied for the next season of it because they're coming to Washington, D.C. So I actually applied to be on the show.
Bro,
you know,
that's
being a
my
single
only
man,
thing.
I feel like it's a good experiment. And, you know, out of all the shows, that's the show that everybody is staying together. You know, nobody like there's always like a few relationships that actually stick and, you know, they end up working it out and getting married. I like it. You know, in this age where we're all about Hinge and Bumble and all the dating sites, everything's kind of gotten so superficial with love. And I think that's beautiful that people can connect, you know, with their souls and their personality.
Yeah, I love that show. I'm trying to see when the heck they're gonna twist it up so I can get my chance on there. But I can't go in there. I mean, who knows? But Love Is Blind, definitely, bro. Good luck. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
So Nostalgic of Love wanted to know, what was your favorite season of Bad Girls Club?
Mine is New Orleans.
Yeah, 7. I think I watched. That's one season I watched. Well, 7 and 9. 7 and 9. But 7 was like my first season because Judy was there, and that's when I didn't watch Bad Girls Club until
Right.
I got on Love Games, and that was the season I watched because Judy. So yeah, 7.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. I like New Orleans, the one that Judy was on.
Yeah.
So what are you guys' current goals and endeavors that y'all are now working on?
You want to go first?
You got it.
Oh,
My
okay.
boy's
I
birthday.
started my own cannabis business. It's like a cannabis healing balm, and I'm in dispensaries here in Maryland and out in LA. And yeah, you know, I'm just trying to expand my business. I am still signed with a commercial talent agency, so every once in a while I'll go out for like, you know, commercial auditions. The last thing I booked, I think, was Skechers. I did a Skechers commercial. But you know, I'm still in the game, but you know, everything has changed so much in entertainment. It's a little bit different now with you know, social media influencers and stuff like that. I'm sure I can speak for Edson. We didn't have that when we came up. You know, we had you know, we had to make an impression in person.
Yeah.
You know, when we went to these castings and stuff like that, social media wasn't really big. You know, you kind of had to have a big aura, a big personality when you came into these casting rooms back in the day.
Yeah, it was definitely like natural. It was because of who you are, like what you gave, you know, not because of your followers count, because you got a blue check mark. You know, it wasn't about that. Nowadays, it's more like, all right, they popular social media, people going to tune in. They do it like that. Like, damn, what happened to the little ones? You know what I'm saying? What happened to us? We here. We popping.
And they paying for the blue check marks now. So it's like, you don't even know for real.
So what show now or in the past you can say that matches you guys' personality?
Which show now, you said?
Or in the past?
Good question.
I wanted so bad to be on I Love New York. Like love shows wise. But I think that was there Tools Academy or the other one with the men from G's to Gentlemen? Like
Oh, geez,
I was very young though, but I watched those shows. So I think those could have been some cool shows.
What about you, Nate?
I would have to say, if it was back in the day, I would have to say Love Island.
But
Love
Real
Island.
World is a classic. I've
Yeah,
auditioned for
Love
Real World.
Island, because they just be wilding on there. You just never know what to expect. There's always new people coming in and leaving, and they try to bring people's exes in, and they be switching dates. You know, if I was a young boy back then, I definitely probably would. Yeah, that would be the show.
Do you guys still get seen from like your past? Like, do people notice you guys? Like, oh my god, or it's just like more calm, cool, collected now?
Not like crazy. I recently had one and it creeped me out a little bit because I was at work and she was like, she was an employee from a company, like a third party company that works with the property at work. And she was like, "Are you going to be back on TV?" And I was like, "What?" Like, I was just working, walking around, minding my business. Like, what? What are you talking about? And she was like, "You know what I'm talking about?" I was like, "Shit, that's just like 20 years ago." Like, what? I look way different.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're on your
Yeah. No one recognizes me. I gotta say, like, being famous is crazy because, like, for that short amount of time, people did notice me back in the day. It was very overwhelming for me. You know, like, I don't know. I think naturally I'm more of a private person, and you think you're about that life until like it happens and you're on TV and like literally you can't go anywhere, and people take their assumptions with them, like. And yo, you will get cussed out in public. Like, you think it won't happen, but someone will walk up to you and just start cussing you out based on what they saw on TV. And it's like every other reality show, you can't do that because like it's edited, and you know they kind of make the story the way they want it to. But I definitely had someone cuss me out in the mall before. I was right after the show, and I went to the mall and. I walked across this group of like girls, and the one girl was like, "You fucking," what did she say? She was like, "You fucking instigator." You instigated that fight.
Oh, wow.
And you did that shit. Like, I was like,
the
"Fuck
animosity.
you." I was like, "Damn," you know. I
Yo,
was trying to get some shoes.
She remembered you. She was like, you.
Right.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, would you guys say it was a little bit of scripted things going on in you guys' season, or it was all natural?
No, it was natural. Nobody stopped or forced Nick to say a damn thing. I just ran out the room like, "Let's go. Where they go?"
Darcy, you want to say something?
Let me watch this fight.
I can hear Darcy. It's not working. Okay, he might come back on. Okay.
Okay.
So what are you?
Script shit. So he was on season 4 though. I don't know. Like maybe because that season had all them girls, and I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna ask him some questions too, but he's working.
I mean, you know,
because I want to know that.
Had like all the BGC 8 girls. So.
All of them. From day one.
No, it's definitely not. It's not scripted, but you know, they can edit it. That's the thing. The editing. You know, because it's like everybody says. There's so much stuff that we film that you guys don't see, and they only take like what 15% of what is actually filmed, and they try to make a story out of it. Right. So you know, that's the main thing people got to consider when they watch any reality show is you know, that's a very small segment, small part of like everything that was filmed.
So sorry guys, my thing shut off, but what I did want to ask was if you could pick your most favorite moment from whatever shows you filmed and your least favorite moments, what would you say those were?
My favorite moment, I was getting lit with my boys, and we was turning up. Edson knows. As soon as we got in there, we was getting that first night when we was in the club. Yo, we was getting turned.
It was
getting turned
big fit
up.
lit.
And then obviously my worst moment was when I got eliminated. I was so sad because the house was so nice. I just got in this mansion. I was feeling myself. I was like, yo, I'm here. I'm out. Yo, I went on the dates. And then as soon as that fight happened, I was like, man, I might go home. I was in denial. Even when I got eliminated, I was like, nah. They gonna call me
Casey
back.
just said, I don't want to interrupt. Sorry, I hate to be that guy. But Casey just said, I was supposed to be off of episode 2, but I won the challenge and they wanted me to fight people to get me off of the show.
Wow.
Oh.
Anything you guys got to say about that? Like any
Have y'all witnessed any of that happening towards your other castmates? Or
No, like honestly, like in my scenes, I know like the one time they wanted me to come talk to certain guys. But I told them, I was like, listen, I have nothing to talk about with them. You know, like I don't click with them. So why am I go over there to talk? I have nothing to talk about. So even if I try to fake a conversation, it's not going to look legit. So I didn't go like to talk to them because there was no purpose. Like I was just going to walk up and be like, what's up? And that would have been like, what the fuck? But that's it. Like it wasn't like, yo, go do this or go do that. I mean, I didn't have that. The only thing they told us from the beginning on day one before we left that hotel was if we see something that you didn't give us in the casting, we're going to tell you, like, we want that dude that we casted. So I was like, well, y'all got to worry about me. Like, shit, they thought I was drinking on before we started filming because I was so turned up. And I was like, this is only cranberry juice. It's early as hell in the morning. I wasn't drinking. And they already thought I was drunk. I was like, damn, it's just natural. Yeah, just so my hands just, I don't know. So we didn't have that. I don't know. We didn't have that.
Yeah,
So
it's like Edson said. I don't know if they brought that in the later seasons, but everything was pretty. It was pretty raw in our season. What were we? Season 3?
Yeah,
it was pretty raw.
what were some moments? Speaking of that, what were some moments that y'all wish was filmed that the viewers didn't get to see?
Well, also, everyone needs to understand before we move forward, Real World is different than Bad Girls Club. Absolutely everything they did was filmed. So they had a lot of hours to go through. These people, like, you got to cheat. Like, I cannot imagine. You can't even go to the bathroom by yourself. Like, that'd be wild. So, yeah.
And they watch out every move.
Sorry, go ahead. Like,
what?
Did y'all feel y'all was like constantly like watched in the house? Thinking of
We were.
that?
Yeah, I wish. All right, so I wish they would have filmed the limo part. So the limo part is that when we were in the limo and we were driving, that was when they picked us up from the hotel that we were staying in because we all flew in a couple of days earlier. They picked us up from the hotel, and that's when we like finally got to meet each other for the first time. And we went to the Avalon in Hollywood, and for that first scene, and they all drove us there. I wish they would have filmed the limo part because that was just kind of like a real genuine moment where we got to meet people for the first time. Like in my limo, I had Mike in my limo, and I think I might have had Freaky John P in my limo too. And we was turning up. We was getting ready. Like, we were excited to meet the girls, and we were like, we didn't know what they looked like. We didn't know nothing. So it was like, that was just such a raw moment. I wish they would have got that.
During the filming process, did they tell you something opposite than what y'all walked into? Because I know some people, they said they told them this is going to be for them or something else.
Nah. Mm-hmm. They were pretty transparent.
so if there was anything out of your experiences that you could change, what would it be and why?
I would say one thing I wish that would have been shown, and it had nothing to do with the show, was one time when all the boys, like, we was about to fight some people from the public, and production had to, like, get us all in the car. That shit was turned up. That right there, That was some shit. And I ain't even bullshitting. Like, literally, we was like, the car drove next to the bus we was at, because they had like we had like one of those little cargo vans where they put us all in, and we was leaving one of the dates. That right there, and then they like went into the trunk, get some guns and shit.
Oh,
That was
Holy
crazy. Like,
fuck.
oh,
production had to get us out. So that was the wild time. We was like, oh shit.
wow. So,
Casey is going off in her comments. He says, I
yeah,
really actually kind of wanted to chat about this.
they should have
They
dedicated
put me
time
Yeah,
in
to
that's a good
fucking.
idea.
situations on purpose. That's why they do psychological tests. I was supposed to be off episode 2.
Oh.
Yeah, I agree with he said about the gloves. I mean, yeah, if there's beef, like, yeah, settle it. Why not? Settle it in a positive way, and people love watching people fight.
So, based on you guys being on the show to now, are you guys accustomed to being filmed? Are y'all used to being now like in the spotlight, or is it still something you guys are just like settling on? Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, you know, if you got it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? That's if you're that guy that likes to be in front of the camera, people know that. They can, you know, casting directors, they know it off the jump. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell people, if you want to be on television, entertainment, it's because you were born to do that.
So, what advice would you give yourself, your past selves, from now? What would you tell your young self going into that house? Like, any advice? What would you do? What would you avoid?
I would have just told young Nick, just like, you know what I'm saying? Just, yo, keep everything on the low. Don't be talking too much. You know what I'm saying? I would have kept my cards closer to my chest, and I probably would have lasted in the house a little bit longer. But, you know, back then I was just so, you know, I was
Yeah, it was
young.
the same with me.
You know, I had to let, you know, it's just like, maybe it's an East Coast thing, but like, when you know something, you just got to get it off your chest. It's not in my heart to like keep it in or like not say something. Like if I say something, if it's on my mind, I got to say it, you know, because I don't feel right if I got something built up in my chest, you know, on my mind. Like I got to get it out. But, you know, looking back as an old head, I probably would have, you know, kept it in and kept my cards, and I would have went further in the show.
Right.
How about you, Edson?
That should have gotten us a little farther. Like, I was all the way there, got eliminated 2 days before, because I told Judy pretty much, like, I'm not on your team. I'm not riding for you no more. She was like, oh, yeah, that's it. Like, he got to go. So that's what got me out. If we're talking too soon, like, I didn't know. So, whatever.
So, what are the things you guys are currently working on now or pursuing?
I've done a few castings. I've been applying to different stuff though, no reality really, and just like the life brand behind me or here that you see. If you see like my videos on my page, I've been starting off with that, and that's it. Just for right now, yeah. On my end.
I'm writing
And
a TV pilot for a TV show. You know, after after Love Games, I moved out to LA and I got into like the acting scene. And you know, I worked in a lot of nightclubs. I was bartending. You know, I worked in the biggest nightclubs in Hollywood, and I have a lot of crazy stories that I kind of accumulated through that experience. And I ended up writing a pilot. I wrote a TV show. I filmed the first part of it. I posted it on my profile. You can see like little bits of what I filmed, but I have to film the second half to the pilot. But you know, it's something I'm going to be more behind the scenes, like directing. But I definitely have a lot of crazy Hollywood stories after Love Games. So I hope it gets picked up.
so, being that you said that, did you guys feel that the being on the season of Love Games 3 helped build you guys up to where y'all are now? Or did you say it wasn't a good fit, but it was nice trying it?
It was cool.
Yeah,
I
I liked
mean,
it. I actually liked it a lot. You know, because it teaches you how to deal with like being on TV. It actually gives you humility. You know, because there's two people, right? There's people that take that fame that they get and they get their heads get gassed up, and then the other part of the people that are like, yo, you know what? This is just a real good opportunity to learn and actually like do something positive with your entertainment and you know, your clout. So that's what it was for me. Like it was real positive, and you know, I was not after that experience, I was comfortable in those big camera situations. Like nothing ever fazed me after that.
Papicito, do you have any questions you want to ask?
Hey guys, a question I have is after the show, like did y'all get recognized, and like do y'all still get recognized to this day or no?
Directly after the show, yeah, I did get recognized quite a bit. But like I said, I after that situation at the mall, like I went ghost. Like I deleted my Twitter. I was like, you know what, man, I'm cool on all this.
Wow.
Nowadays, no one recognizes me in the street. But it's funny when I go on dates, you know, they ask about my past and stuff like that. And I'll show them, and they're like, I do remember you now. And it's funny, like, you know, I'll show them, like, the episode, and they're like, damn, that's crazy. You don't even talk about it. But, you know, it's cool. It's like my own little, like, treasure. Like, I keep it to myself, and I share it to, like, people that are near and dear to me.
So would you guys ever be on another reality show? Or I can say it's enough. Like, no.
I think it depends on what type of reality show it is. You know, like I gotta see what's the message that's gonna be delivering out there. I know I still got a little wild in me, but I mean, I don't really want to be out there with it, but I know I still got it in me. You know, it's just conserved a little bit. But I mean, it's what it is. You know, like it depends on what it is. I wouldn't go all crazy. Maybe I wouldn't go all crazy.
Maybe. Do you guys still watch your season sometimes, or no? You don't watch your season.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I watched my episode for sure.
Bruh, why you gotta do that shit?
How does your family feel about your seasons? Like, do they have any commentary on it?
I loved our season, man. I thought we had the best. I thought, honestly, no offense to any other seasons, like I thought we had a really solid season, you know. But you know, I think all the Love Game season had their little moments or whatever. But you know, my fellas, like everybody in the house. I got mad love for. I would definitely be on another TV show. If they called me tomorrow, yeah, I'm wilding out. You know what I'm saying? Because this is why God put me on this earth, right? Like, what to wild out. And that's what I'm going to do until I see the coffin, you know?
Yeah. I want to know, how did you get to know Trey? Because I know that you're friends with Trey from the real world, and I think I told you like days ago, like we just found that out. So like, yeah, how did you get to know him? Like, because I know both of y'all are originally from Baltimore or something. So
Yeah. Trey is my dude, man. We actually met in college. We went to the same university. And, you know, he has a big personality just like me. And I remember once I was off the show, I actually talked to him because I was like, look, man, I think you should, now that I went through the process, I was like, I know that you can do it. He was like, you think so? I was like, yeah, bro. I was like, yo, go to the casting, send them in. You know, I actually, you know, I sent the email to Bino Murray, to the producers, and I was like, yo, this guy, I'm vouching for him. And, you know, he did all the work from there. You know, he's such a charismatic person, big personality, good looking dude. and he went on Real World St. Thomas, and you know, he had a season. And yeah, man, I'm proud of Trey, bro. That's my boy.
So, one question from the chat is, do you guys watch Zeus shows? And what's your guys' opinion on it?
On what? I'm sorry.
Do you guys watch any Zeus shows? And what are your opinions on it?
I watch it.
So that's the question.
What's Zeus? I don't know. I'm old. I'm 36.
Bro,
Zeus Network.
Bro. Calm that down, bro. Quick. Calm that down, bro.
What is? I don't know what it is. I promise you. I'm not trying to be smart. I just don't know what it is.
It's a streaming platform that's out there where pretty much Bad Girls spinoff pretty much went on and got out there, and now they got Bad Boys Club.
I did hear about that show. What y'all think about that show? Let's talk about that show. Because I was seeing a lot of crazy stuff on Instagram about that show. Like, I saw that the one dude had Orlando Brown in the chokehold. He was like, yo, it's good. He was looking all crazy.
Would you guys, so being that you said you've seen that, would you pay to watch that show since it's interesting to you, or no?
I wouldn't pay to watch it. I would watch it. I wouldn't pay to watch it.
They on there. They.
What about you, Edson?
I watch it. I ain't gonna front. I watch it. I started watching Baddies obviously because you know it was originally with the girls from Bad Girls, and then I was like, all right, you know they kept some Bad Girls on there, so I was like, okay, cool. And then they threw in the other show, the Bad Boys. I'm good, like.
Here's a wild card question. If they contacted you guys and wanted you guys to be on one of the shows, would you accept or decline?
I'll accept, but I don't know how they're gonna like want me there. I don't think they will call me for that.
I mean, if they think I fit in the show, I feel after watching the show, I feel like I just don't fit in. You know, like they got a lot of stuff going on. It seems like they know who they're looking for. But, you know, if they find a way for me to fit in, I'll hop on the flight. But they got to know, like, I'm from Baltimore. Like, I'm throwing hands if someone talk crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not with all that Hollywood shit, man. Like, you know, people got to know that.
Papicito, do you have any questions?
Do you still talk to any of the guys from your seasons, like as of currently? Because there's times where I would ask you this, and y'all would tell me the names, but it's been so long since then I forgot.
I talked to Edson, man. Edson and Mike when I do log on Facebook, because I never log on. But every time I log on, I see Mike. But, you know, Edson's probably the only one I keep in touch with. How are the other guys doing? Have you guys not gotten a hold of them or what?
We rather keep that private, and we don't want to talk about that. That's the whole story.
What?
No, it's just a toxic. It's a toxic topic. We just don't want to give them any more attention. So
got it.
Oh, I was like, wait, damn! You just asked if I talk to people. Now, but yeah, Nick definitely like I said, we take it from day one. I talk to John P. sometimes. He's doing pretty good. He's got 2 gyms out here in Jersey. He's doing his thing. John and Matt I seen in Atlanta when I went out there a couple of months ago. We linked up with Judy. It was like a little Love Games reunion. Joey, I talked to. You know, he's a little off the face of the public because he's a whole lawyer. So, and Casey, I talked to Casey. His crazy ass. I think that's about it. That I can remember. Yeah. That squad still don't blink.
What's up with Pasquale, man? I don't know nothing about nobody, bro. So
Yeah,
if anybody has any information about even how people are doing, like, yo, let me know.
Pasquale, we tried to check in with him multiple times. Like, I'll bring it up. The issue with the guys is like they're just unappreciative of the love we showed them. Like we like as real BGC fans, we always wondered like love games men don't get enough credit, and we always spoke about that. We always said love games are the real bad boys, and after y'all season it's like y'all didn't really get enough credit because it's like fans didn't really care for y'all, they care for the bad girls. So it's just like we felt like y'all deserve more credit, so that's why we created this page as well as to bring a positive change to the fandom. So we would reach out to a couple of them, and then some of them would say that they would want to do an interview first, and then they would just end up ghosting us or like flaking us and stuff like that. And then some of them are just like unappreciative of like the love we showed them. So that just has a lot to do with it, and we don't understand why, because it's like y'all went on our show to gain clout off the bad girl. So you would think that they would be happy to do something like this, just a simple interview, but it's just I don't know what's going on with them really. Like I don't like that, like really, because it's like, what's the point of agreeing to do the interview and then just flake it? Like that's just weird.
Are there any shows that you guys are interested in that, like, now that Love Games is over, like that you guys kind of got your eye on,
Yeah.
you see potential in?
The Real World, the Challenge is a good example of that.
I like the throwback shows more.
Yeah.
I connected them more. They're more flavorful to me, and they give a meaning. The reality shows thing now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them. It's just, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta chill because somebody sue, that's gonna be an issue. So I was like, I gotta chill while you're at it, but that's other than that.
Cool.
And speaking of that, would you, Echo? What is the advice you would give those who are trying to pursue reality TV now?
Just be ready for what comes with it. Like, it's good, it's bad. You just gotta have that thick skin, cause it's wild.
All right, so I do got some good advice for the casting process. If you're trying to get on a show, it's more important to be real and have individuality in your story and your situation than trying to stand out. Because I don't know, I can't speak for Edson, but for my casting, there were people just trying to do too much. They came in there and they were like just trying to be too loud, and they were trying to be seen too much. But you don't need to do all that. You just got to like tell an interesting story. So I would say master how to tell your story in the most interesting and unique way.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. Like, I was chilling in my
Papicito.
casting. I had a little John trying to get at me. A girl that was trying to holler at, do the backwards producer. She came over trying to talk to me and get my number. The producer was like, "Yo, you know her?" I said, "I don't know her." He's like, "Oh, okay." Like, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm over here trying to audition for this." Like, what's up? I don't know shit.
Is it awkward? Because I remember when he mentioned him about dating. Is it awkward when you guys start dating? Like, do you feel like, oh my God, is this person gonna look me up, or does this person know of me?
Yeah, it is. It is. I can't front, like it is kind of hard, like dating. Once you've done anything in entertainment, not just reality shows or whatever, but it kind of makes it weird because, like, it's such a unless you've been on TV or like been in like a situation where your face has been seen like that, like you just can't understand. And to try to go back to like regular life and regular dating after that, it's kind of difficult.
What about you, Edison?
I mean, it's like whatever. If they know me from Jerome, I'd rather them tell me after than kicking it off from the beginning, because then I'm like, all right, like, I don't want it to make them seem like they just trying to date me because they recognize me from there. But it don't really be happening, and if anything, it just comes up in the conversation. But it's cool. I mean, I talk to people now, like afterwards, like, oh, all right, like, yeah, you watch me, and now I'm here. We face to face, trying to mingle with each other. Like, what's up?
Have you guys had any crazy experiences? Or thankfully, I haven't.
What, in terms of dating?
Dating, friendship wise.
Yo, I was in LA for 12 years, so yeah, I did. I got a few stories. I got a few stories for sure. People. I'm gonna leave it at look. Being a black dude in LA can take you a lot of strange roads.
Yo, bro.
That's what it is. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna keep it PG for IG Live, but yeah, it gets kind of crazy out there in Hollywood, man. I think I might be the only person that stayed out there in LA and in Hollywood. No, everybody else kind of went back. But after the show, I stayed out there. I was out there in North Hollywood, And then I got on that show Excused after that, and I won that episode. So, LA is crazy place, man. It's a crazy, crazy place.
Nostalgic of Love wanted to know, which bad girl would you say you had a crush on during their season?
I love Gia.
Oh,
Kia? Is that what you
Gia. You said Gia.
Gia? No, you said which bad girl I had a crush on?
Yeah.
Was it Morgan?
Who were the twins? You remember the twins?
Danny and Gabby?
Yeah.
Danny and Gabby? Oh.
Yeah, I like them a lot. When they were on the show.
Rima. I thought Rima was sexy.
Casey said Megan, Corey, Sydney, and Portia.
Yo, Casey wild as fuck. He's talking about fuck them. Yo, bro.
Morgan. Oh, yeah, Morgan is sexy. Yeah, Morgan is sexy. She was on Miami, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was sexy.
I saved Danny's life. She got a check, and when she gets into New York.
Yo, just.
I wish I had a reunion. I wish for Love Games they had reunions for Love Games.
Yeah, I wish we did, because these motherfucking at the time, like production would come at you crazy, like, oh, what do you think about this? What they said and this and that. I'm like, yo, I ain't know about that. So at the time, now it's like, fuck it. But yeah, it would have been cool.
Any more questions, Pakisito?
I can't think of any at the moment. Well, I got a question. Do y'all wish did y'all like that the cast of girls they had in your season? Or y'all wish they had like different girls?
I wish they would have brought someone else like Corey. I think she's a good looking girl, right? She looks good, but for our season, for the guys that were offered, I just feel like nobody was really her type like that. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like they could have probably like replaced her with somebody else, another like type of girl, like kind of like that had the same vibe as Sydney and Judy.
Sure.
Nostalgic of Love wanted to know, how many people and cameras were following you guys on day 2?
It was a crew of, I think it was like 14, but that was like a 7 and 7, about that much, like day shift and night shift. I think it was. Like, they be all over the damn house.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nostalgic of Love also wants to know, how was it living with Sydney and John in real life? Like, real life.
It was like, I was over it, but it was like, whatever, fuck it, that's their drama. Like, the day she got mad that he didn't want to eat the food. I was like, fuck it, I'm just go eat the food she cooked. I was hungry. I didn't care about it. Just sat my ass down and ate the food.
How did you guys feel about watching? Did you guys ever watch All Star Battle? No.
What is it?
Backers Club All Star Battle.
Yeah.
Would you want it to be casted if you had the opportunity to be on there, or
Or
that's
like
just
an I
something?
love money type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been dope. Yeah.
Make you so love I Love Money.
I did not see that show. What's that?
That's the
They were fighting for a prize. It's on Tubi, and it was different from different casts, different seasons.
it was
Like
like
they
I
have
love
a
you,
Flavor of Love.
Flavor of Love and all that.
No, no, I never seen that. But it sounds like a good show. Sounds like something I would watch.
Papicito, any more questions you have?
Did y'all ever watch did y'all ever speak to any other guys from any other seasons of Love Games? Because for example, I know that Edson has spoken to Emilio and Casey, of course, and then that guy that was into politics from season 1. I think his name is what's his name? I forgot his name. But yeah, any other guys from any different seasons you spoke to before?
I mean, there's a few like Emilio. I mean, not Emilio, Eduardo. Um, I think what's his name, Nick or something like that, and like Casey. Season 4, I know Casey. I know Tyrone, but I known Tyrone for years, and season 3. So that's about it.
How long was you guys' casting process?
It was like 3 months. Yeah, it was like I started. It was like 2-3 months because I had auditioned like the week before Mother's Day. I remember, or the day of Mother's Day, something like that. I know on Mother's Day I had to go back to my second call, and then in July, at the end of July, is when we got like informed. That's when I was flying out to Cali. So it was like that whole process. Like I kept getting callbacks, and after getting callbacks, they flew me out to Cali one time to do some testings. Then I came back, and then they called and they said I made it. So it was like from May till like July, the end of July, and then I went out there to film.
How was your emotions when they called you?
It was dope. I was excited. Like, oh shit, really? They're like, yeah, just pack a bag for like a month because you don't know how long you're gonna last. I was like, oh shit, all right, cool. So yeah, I was excited. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go over there. I'm going to Cali. Like, damn, I'm about to be on TV. I'm about to be on camera. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen, but I just went. I just went like, fuck it. It's turn up time. I was like, shit, I'm about to be fucked up. I'm about to be turned up. It's about to be a whole situation. Yeah. Like, whatever.
Do you have any more questions, Papicito? Close out.
No. Wait, where'd Nick go? His connection went out?
Yeah, I sent him an invite.
Oh, I think you should send it to the DMs maybe.
Oh. Hopefully he comes back in.
Yeah. A question I have for you, Edson, was because I was like looking at your posts or whatever. Like, was it hard for you to come out to the world to like let them know that you were bisexual or anything, or because you are right now?
At the time I came out, I was. Now I'm gay. I'm just gay. I'm not bi. So
cool.
yeah, at first it was. I mean, that part of it had to do with this, like being on TV. That was a little crazy. So I didn't know how the fuck that was gonna be because again, the fans were already wild enough with their commentary and stuff they said, just non-related to that. So I had to think about it. I wanted to do it. So then I just decided after I spoke with close ones and I came out to them, that's when I decided, all right, this is my way to come out. And that was how I actually came out to other close friends of mine. That's how they found out as well. So it wasn't just for like the public, it was also for my close ones, certain close ones, they got to know like that. So yeah, it was like, ah, shit, how I'm gonna do this. But it was cool. Like I actually had reached out to Tanisha right away. Like after I posted, I was so scared and I reached out to her and she spoke to me. I talked to her and I was just like, I don't know how I'm gonna handle this. Being in the public eye, like I'm gonna do this. Like I'm scared. I don't know what's gonna happen. I already uploaded it. She's like, what? So she was a great supporter, great friend. She talked me into remaining strong, and I always will respect and appreciate her and love her dearly for that. And yeah, it was always good feedback, positive feedback. Like nobody I didn't get no bad feedback. Like no negative. Girls I was dealing with reached out to me. We spoke and all in respectfully. It was a beautiful moment. I'm glad I did it. So
Did you audition for anything outside of the Love Games?
like before,
Yes.
yeah, I auditioned for Real World. I always wanted to be in Real World. I didn't want to do this because it was like, nah, I want to do Real World because I wanted to do the challenges and things like that. So I wanted to do that first. And then, it's Bernie Murray. So Bernie Murray is linked to that. And they just said, all right, I guess let's toss his ass over here in Love Games. He a better fit for Love Games than he is for Real World or whatever.
Because
Wow.
a lot of people we interviewed, they always tell us like they be auditioning for the Real World, but Buna Murray production company decided to bring them over to BGC instead.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah. They're like, all right, you know what? Let's toss his ass over here. He a better fit for that. So it's cool. At the end, it's a good opportunity. So.
Oh yeah, Nick said he messaged us now. I see it up, but he was like he apologized. His phone died.
Oh.
Aye.
Oh.
Yeah. Instagram live for days, so.
Yeah, because I had like an echo too during. I don't know what Instagram is doing. So, any of you guys have a question? You can drop it in the box before we close out. Any more questions you have to finish up, Poppy and Cito?
I'm trying to think of any. Nah, I don't have any more questions. I think I got everything I wanted to say out.
Yeah, I feel like I had everything I wanted to get out. It was beautiful coming on with you guys. Y'all are so funny. It made me laugh. It was awesome. So we're gonna make
I
a
don't know
little 2
what to
minutes.
expect when here. So it's like, oh shit, let's go.
So we're gonna see if anybody has some little more comments they want to drop in the box. I can drop it in the box.
Cool.
We're gonna see. Would you ever like? You have a great personality, so would you bring it to the table if you had the opportunity to? Like, say if they say, "Oh, you come over to the reward now. You could just come on down." You'd be like, "Okay."
I wouldn't turn Real World down at all. Like I said, like that was always like, damn, I want to be on that show. Like that show is what I want to do for real. Just from watching it when it was Real World and Road Rules, like it was like, damn, that was the show. So it's a classic, a reality TV classic for sure. And then all the other ones came about. So I would definitely go for it. Like I said, even I was gonna go to the Bad Boys season 2 edition, but I fell back. I was like, I'm not gonna do that because from what I seen, I was like, they're not gonna take my little nice ass. Like
Oh.
I'm too nice to be there. They gonna want to turn the fuck up, and I'm gonna be like, listen, I don't turn up. You literally have to like hit me like for me to turn up. And other than that, I'm not gonna do all of that.
You feel like they're gonna try to get a reaction out of you because you're so calm,
Yeah,
cool.
I was like, damn, they ain't gonna pick my ass, go all the way to Texas for what? To tell my ass take your ass back because we don't want your ass? No.
Keep my campaign going. I do it for everyone. For the culture.
Casey's wild. He should have took his ass to fucking Texas then.
Casey, I had a question too for you. What motivated you to be a part of your fitness and health? I wanted to ask you that. You can respond to the comments, I guess.
Hey, oh, get it. Oh, hey, oh,
Because
oh.
he's been typing through the comments. I'm like, oh my God, I feel so bad. But he's at work. So I'm like, okay, let me just ask
Casey's
that
out
question.
there
We could
working.
always, we could always do more of these, like, but yeah, this.
Yeah. So, okay. So I want to say thank you for joining this live. Thank you, Nick, for also joining. And thank you, Casey. He said he's been around the scene his whole life. I'm just trying to fill in the pages of my life. And that's a beautiful thing. That's wonderful. And I'm glad
Yeah,
to see you prospering in your fitness too, as well, because that's something I wanted to touch on. But I'm happy you was in the comments as well. So thank you for all you guys participating. Y'all made me laugh. Y'all are funny. And hopefully we could do this again with Casey.
yeah.
And I'm so happy to have you guys. So thank you so much.
All right, you have a good one.
All right,
You
you
too.
too.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, hey, let's say. Oh
Um,
yeah, you know how to save it already, right?
huh?
You know how to save it already, right?
It,
The live.
it says, oh, are you sure you want to end the live video? It says end video or cancel.
Yeah, and and then you like how you save is press share to page, share to your page
Okay.
option. Do not.
Yeah, because I don't want to.
All right.
All right.